Weird problem with my Toyota Tundra. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive FST. And that's right, I have a weird problem, I think it's a problem, with my new Toyota Tundra. And if you didn't know what I have, it's a 2021 Toyota Tundra SR5 CrewMax. So, what it is, and I'm going to take you out in a minute and show you guys, let you hear it, because I'm very curious to know if you guys have any idea what this might be, because frankly, I'm a bit stumped. So what it is, after the truck has sat for a while, you know, like overnight, it cools down to what cool is in South Texas. Nonetheless, the engine still is cool in terms of engines. But after it's sat overnight, let's say a couple days, whatever, I go out, I get in the truck, I turn it on. Now, typically, I think, with every vehicle that you turn on, unless it's electric, when you turn the key, it goes vroom, you know, vroom. That's my impression. But what happens with my Tundra is when I turn it on, it goes vroom, vroom. I know, it's a horrible impression, but it's the best way I can describe it. What it does, it's kind of like it starts and then there's an extra oomph to it. It's very odd. I don't know what it is, why it does it, and I can't figure it out. So let's go get in the truck. It hasn't been started for 2 days, I think. So we're gonna go in it. I'm gonna set the camera up. I'm gonna turn the ignition. Hopefully it picks up on the camera, and then we're gonna go for a ride. We're in the truck now. Pay close attention to the sound it makes when it starts. I've not put the key in, haven't done anything except get in the truck, put my seatbelt on. So I'm gonna start it the same way that I normally do. Here we go. And it didn't do it. Well, this could be one of those video fails, at least from my little test. It did not do it. That was a normal start. That's how it should start. So I'm gonna turn it off. We're gonna try it one more time. The truck is still cold, obviously. Let's do it one more time. Nothing. All right, so I can't demonstrate it to you right now, but the noise again, when I start the truck, what it typically does, and usually it's almost every time, so I guess it's not every time, obviously, that I start the truck, but it does that, like you heard, starting up, vroom. That's kind of what it, without the motion. I mean, my truck doesn't lurch forward, so it's like this, vroom. Something like that, like an extra oomph. So let's go for a ride. I want to see if it feels weird, anything like that. I'm paying extra close attention to it. To be honest, I haven't noticed it feel weird in any other way. But now that I'm focusing on it, I'm going to go for a ride. Been out here driving around for a little while now, and I don't feel anything funky in the truck. Nothing weird. And honestly, I really haven't felt anything weird about the truck, except for that little start thing. Again, I'm not sure what it is. I can't put my finger on it. It's like a vacuum kind of thing. Let's say that. Maybe it's some kind of a vacuum thing. Maybe I have a vacuum leak on the engine or something. Maybe there's, I don't know, a tube or something that's come off. I guess I need to check that a little closer. Maybe get under the hood, take a look and see if there's any vacuum tube that maybe has a crack in it, something that could have been defective that was installed on the truck, maybe a hose that popped off or something under there. You know, we have all these little vacuum lines and hoses and things on engines these days. So maybe it's something like that. I just can't put my finger on it. But talking about the truck, I guess we'll give a little bit of a 500-mile impression of it, because I do have 545 miles on the truck now. Like I say, it's been spot on. Haven't been any issues with it. Drives nice. Of course, the power is awesome. It is the 5.7 liter V8. I do have the Sprint booster installed on it, and haven't had any issues with that or anything. It just gives the Tundra that extra oomph that it should have because there's no throttle lag now. So still really digging that. No check engine lights, nothing weird like that. No black radio screen. I mean, just what you would expect from a Toyota product, particularly the Tundra. This is the last year of the Tundra. And one thing that always comes to mind, you know, right or wrong, is when a last year or final model year vehicle is out, how much effort does the manufacturer actually put into that running year, if you will? I mean, they know it's gone. They know it's not going to be around anymore. Obviously, they've started to focus on other things. In this case, the 2022 twin turbo V6 Tundra. So do they start to kind of turn away from the existing model year? Has it lost its luster a little bit? I think that's human nature. I think that when you know something is outgoing and something new and exciting is coming in, you kind of turn your back a little bit on what currently is out there. So I start to think about that when it comes to the Tundra, even with Toyota. And maybe they just kind of turned away from a little bit, and maybe it's not quite as good as it was up until that point. I hope that's not true, and I don't think it is, but you know, you wonder about the guys on the assembly lines, you know, that are putting together those last few trucks, knowing that there's something new and exciting coming. And maybe they just don't have the same enthusiasm that they had before the new truck started to be built or was coming up in the very, very near future in that case. Kind of strange. The truck itself, I do love it. It is an awesome truck. I think from a reliability standpoint, even with my maybe little issue, I don't know, is still the best option out there as far as that goes from the trucks that I've had most recently. You know, in the past, I have had other trucks, full-size trucks, in the form of a couple of F-150s, a Ram Rebel, and each one of those did have little gremlins in them. I'm not sure if they're still that way today. You know, you hear all kinds of reports and things out there about them, but let's face it, we do have the brand loyalists or faithful out there that will dog anything other than what they like. So you have to have, you have to throw a little bit of grain of salt at that, I guess. You know, are they really that bad, or is it just the vocal loyalists that want you to believe that it is? I don't know, kind of hard to say. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about my 2021 Toyota Tacoma, and Rob Motive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.